Welcome live. We're on Facebook, but I think Chris is having problems.
Yeah, we're not doing the Facebook thing.
Okay. I don't have time to fix it right now, so.
I'm looking for. Here. Where the hell is it?
Live in about 2 minutes.
Yeah, we're about 2 minutes away. 2.5 minutes. So I'm just going to shut everyone's cameras down for a few minutes. We'll see you when we're live. You'll hear the intro, and I'll bring your cameras on as we come back in. Did yours? Is that what you're asking? This is from Greg, right? Yeah. Did I download it on my laptop? Greg was lower third, right there. Thank you. So I say it's a bit of a rodeo. We're about 1:15 to live, around 1 minute. Hey, Scott, I've got your camera off, but can you just give me a thumbs up if you can actually hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. I've got your cameras off in a way to switch this a little bit smoother, so you'll be popping on as we go. All right, stand by. We're into probably about 45 seconds to live, 30 to 45. Good luck, everybody. Have a great show. Look forward to chatting with you on the live side. It'll take a little bit. 10 seconds live. Here we go, everybody. Welcome to Pro Expeditions Bearzone Live, brought to you by Portable Winch Co. and Rhino Skin. Welcome, everybody, to Bearzone Live. It's great to be back again. We did a few shows back in May, had a ton of fun with those. And now we're back here again with 3 more nights of Bearzone Live, starting tonight, then again on Friday and on Sunday. Trying to catch some live action from the tree stands. Tonight, we have a man we all met last month during Bearzone. Sylvain St will be joining us from Quebec, where he's up in a tree stand. We have Greg Toogood from Bushnell's Prairie Pursuit with us tonight. And he's got some excellent footage as well of a recent hunt. We have Melanie and Craig McCarthy from Riding Mountain National Park near Dauphin, where they own and operate North Mountain Adventures. We have Cari and Leo Goss of Azire Gear. They're creators of apparel that is as capable as the women who will wear it. So check out Azire Gear, and welcome to you, Cari and Leo. They're joining us from Sheridan, Wyoming. And of course, what show would be complete if we didn't have Wild TV's Scott Stirling to kick us all off? So Scott, over to you.
Oh, hey, everyone. Had to have an Oreo break. Welcome to episode 4 of Bearzone Live. Tonight is going to be one of the most memorable episodes of Bearzone Live that we've ever done. We have Corey Cook. We have, he's already got bears on the bait. We got Craig Toogood out there. We got Craig and Melanie McCarthy. And I don't know if they've got bears on the bait yet. I think they've got some critters running around. Of course, we have our very own Sylvain from Pro Expedition. He doesn't have any bears going yet, but I think it'll happen soon. He's out east, so he's 2 hours ahead of us right now, and he's able to hunt until half an hour after sunset, which makes it about 9 p.m. Eastern or 7 p.m. Mountain. So there's a good chance that Sylvain's going to get himself a great bear tonight. We also have Carl and Leo Goss, or Cari And Leo Goss, from Zyre Gear. And they're going to be joining us, telling us about this incredible hunt that they did. Cari harvested an amazing grizzly bear, just a tank of a bear. So we'll get with them here fairly soon. But I think first of all, let's cut to Sylvain. Sylvain, how are you doing out there?
I'm good. And you? How are you?
Good, good. So what are you seeing? Anything yet?
Not anything yet, but every night they come after 8:30 to, it's gonna be soon. We hear it. The little track, branch. It's yeah. So I have to be quiet.
Awesome.
I know we're gonna see something before sunset.
All right. Well, because this is magic hour for you, we're going to keep watching your feed and wave to us if something crazy happens. So, what else? Who do we got here? Do we want to jump in with Corey? See how Corey's doing real quick before we head to break. Corey, how's it going out there?
Good, good. Rain's gone. It's sunny out. I'm happy. I've got a bear on my bait. What more can I ask?
Did the sow come back?
Yeah, she's down on the bait right now.
Awesome. We were on a little bit earlier, just for all the viewers there. We were on a little earlier, and something chased that little sow off of Corey's bait, and we were really hoping it would be the blue whale. But you'll hear a little more about that later on in the show here. So Corey, we'll come back to you. Craig, Mel, how's it going in Manitoba out there?
It's going good. We have a small bear on the bait, and another one just rolled in. Probably around the same size. Nothing to get excited about yet.
But it's heating up. It's starting. So good luck to you guys tonight. What do we got? Greg Toogood. We got Greg, Mr. Toogood, the man with the beard. Where's our very own Greg Toogood?
Hey, Scott. We've got Al and 2 cubs on the bait right now. They actually they're camera shy. They just stepped off to the side here. These 3 have been hanging out with us. They spent about 4 hours on the bait last night. Mama's super protective. And we dropped the water bottle out of the stand last night. And Mom come up, gave us a pretty good bluff, little paw swap, and got our hair into a little bit. And but she's doing some circles around the bait right now. And usually last night when she did that, we had a different boar come in that we passed up. And before we got into our bait tonight, I'm just going to switch my camera here. And before we got into our bait tonight, the bear that we're after is a beautiful red coat, and it showed up at 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's the first time it showed up at 2 o'clock.
Of course.
We were late. He was early for the show, and we were late for the show.
Well, I think you've got a good chance that he'll come back tonight. And just one quick thing, Greg, at your age, you've got to be real careful about the ticker tonight. You can't have that kind of excitement. We don't want you to fall out of the tree stand.
I'll stay snug in here. I'm sure it'll be good. Thanks,
I hope so. I hope so. All right. I think we're going to throw it a break here, guys, and we will be back to you momentarily with some more nonstop bear action on Bearzone Live.
You're watching Pro Expeditions Bearzone Live. Brought to you by Portable Winch Co. and Rhino Skin.
Because it works. Get yours today at proexpedition.com.
You need power to pull your big game, pull some logs, pull your ATV, pull stuff at the cottage, or pull yourself out of trouble. You just need one portable winch. With it, you'll have true power in your hands. Portable winch. It's simple, it's strong, it's efficient. Don't wait any longer. Get yourself a portable winch.
The best hunting shows in the world are right at your fingertips when you subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app. We're hunters too, and you'll find all of our favorite shows on the app. Watch whatever you want, whenever you want. Commercial free, on your phone, on your computer, or on your TV. Here's a special offer just for you Wild TV viewers. Scan the QR code to get $10 off your annual subscription, or go to wildtvplus.ca and enter code WILDCHANNEL. Pull the trigger today. Subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app.
Tired of getting bit? Protect yourself from harmful insect bites and the diseases they often carry, like Lyme disease and Zika. With Rhino Skin Total. Rhino Skin Total is a chemical-free, breathable, and lightweight undergarment that protects you from biting insects. Rhino Skin Total, chemical-free insect protection clothing.
All right, welcome back to Bearzone Live, everyone. So, who are we going to talk to next, Lloyd?
Well, why don't we go and talk to Cari and Leo and see what's going on down in Wyoming?
Cari and Leo. Cari, Leo, welcome to the show.
Hello, everybody.
No, thank you for inviting us to the show.
Well, thank you for joining us. So you have a monster grizzly bear behind you.
I do. I can't take credit for that because that was Leo's that he got back, I think, around 2015.
I think it was.
I was going to say that you have a bear there too, but
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
I was talking about Leo to start with. So that's Leo's grizzly.
Yes.
From 2015.
Yes.
And you just harvested an amazing bear.
I did at the peninsula in Alaska that I just got back recently about 2 weeks ago. And I'm pretty much kind of I'm afraid of bears, especially sleeping out with them. And I decided to conquer my fears and go do it. And we literally were out in a spike tent. Like we spiked out for like the whole time on the ground and on top of a mountain and kind of overviewed and literally spotted, stalked. And then we had to actually make a move and make it happen. So it was a really awesome adventure. And as you can see, it's quite big. That was hard to even hold that hand up.
It looks like his paw is bigger than your head. He's just massive. So
I think he was on 900,000 pounds.
Holy smokes. That's a big bear. What a beautiful, beautiful animal. So did you have any visitors? Did you have any visitors in camp when you were spike camp? Did you have any bears come see you at night?
Well, not at night, but actually there was a sow one day that came up and just out of nowhere, and we had to chase her off because we didn't want her to get into our stuff. And then the next, like 3 days later, we were clear up on top of the mountain, like where we camped on top of the mountain, but then there was a ridge where you keep going up, and we were kind of just overlooking everywhere. And we looked back down and there was a boar and a sow, and they were right down below us. I guess it was probably about 200 yards straight down the mountain. And we were watching them they were messing around, I guess, getting ready to, whatever they do, play around. And so we're just watching them, and out of nowhere came another boar. And that boar that came chased the boar that was messing with the sow. And we were watching it. And so we could see that boar was then coming up and literally going to our area where our tents were. So we had to run down and not let that happen. And then the bear, just like when we went there, we couldn't see it. And I went up to look, and then that bear just stood up, and it was about a 9-foot bear. And when he saw me, I didn't know what was going to happen, but he actually just literally jetted off and ran down the mountain on the other side. And he just disappeared. So it was, I don't know if he was going to attack us or not, but it worked out really good. It was exciting.
Got your heart pounding a little bit anyways. So everybody wants to hear the story about the bear that you harvested. So I'm going to let you tell the story, Cari. You got about 7-8 minutes to compress the story, but I want to hear it because that's
Perfect.
an amazing bear. So you take it away.
Perfect. No, it started they flew us in, and Jim Tweedo, actually, I don't know if anybody knows him, from Flying Alaska, flew us in unexpectedly. We didn't know. He just happened to be there. So that was pretty cool. And they dropped us off, and we literally hiked up to the top of the mountain, and we put up a tent and just basically had a couple mountain houses, and we found water coming out of the mountain to fill into bladders so that we had water. And we just literally every day would go up and just spot and look, and we saw a lot of bears, sows, and with their cubs, and we saw some 9-foot bears, but just nothing big. We were really looking for a big one because you could see Leo got a really big one. So I was in hopes to get one that same size. So we hunted every day, and the winds were extremely, just like for 3 days straight. They were like 40 to 50 mile an hour winds with 70 mile an hour gusts. You could literally see off of the ocean, the water literally coming off. And luckily I had my apparel, which I had every layer on, and that worked out really good. And so then I might be missing something. So I'm going to let Leo chime in am I missing anything?
No, I don't think you were missing anything. I mean, yeah, we had, for the first 4 days, we had, 40 to 50 mile an hour wind steady and 70 mile an hour gust. And, you can kind of tell we were by the bay. So when the water starts raising off the ocean, you're hitting 65 plus. So say all the float plane pilots, and we just blast every day, and we're seeing anywhere from 5 to 10 bears per day, counting sows, and usually a boar or two, and multiple times we've seen boars at bigger distance, 4 to 5 miles away, that we would hike to and spot to. But we were looking for like a 9.5 to 10-foot bear, and that was how Cari set her standards. So that's what we were looking for.
And then that day that it was like the 8th day of out there, in that morning, first thing, these are long days, and then you basically hunt from light till dark, which is about 11 o'clock at night, and you start about 6 in the morning. And we spotted him, and he was we figured about 4 miles away, and we knew we had to climb down the mountain and go through the tundra, and then we knew we had to go through all the willows, and there was these berry patches, and literally make that hike. It took us about 4 hours to get over, and then by the time we got somewhat close, we couldn't see the bear because he was in willows. And so we had to sit there and wait him out for like 5 hours, and we didn't know if he left, but we just were quiet. And pretty soon, all of a sudden, a moose was in the area, and the moose came down the mountain. He was in the willows, and that moose startled, and Leo said, I think I saw a head poke out of the willows. And that's when we started getting set up, and that's when a lot of things exciting started happening. He was with a sow, and they were in the willows together, and then the sow came out, and then they went back in. So we had to sit there and reposition and hurry and get up into an advantage point and watch the wind, because the wind was constantly always blowing. So we had to stay in that. And then we waited again another hour, and then they came out. And literally when he came out, the sow came first, and I was kind of already positioned and ready. And then Leo said, okay, get ready. And I had to wait. And then he just came at a hurry. And so we made a noise, and then he stopped, and he was about 100 yards coming straight at us, literally just straight. And I shot him right in the chest, just straight on. And then he turned around, and I made one more shot, and he just 2 steps, and he was dead. 30 seconds, he was dead.
No, that's awesome. Well, congratulations, Cari. That's an amazing bear and a very, very cool story. We're going to come back to you to hear a little more about it, but up right now, I think we should throw to Greg Toogood. Mr. Toogood, are you there, sir?
You betcha. I'm just going to switch my camera around here. Right here.
Excellent. So how's it going out there? What are you seeing?
It's good. Yeah, you know, the Sal and 2 cub were literally here for like 20 minutes before the camera came on, and before the show started, and they disappeared and haven't been back. When we showed up tonight, the mom was, the sow was laying right at the base of the tree, and the cubs were way up. I actually thought the sow was here with that with Big Red, and but then the further up the tree I looked, the 2 cubs were way up high. So we had just had a couple thunderstorms roll to the east and the west of us, actually right around, and settled in for a good night. I don't know, we had a lot of action yesterday, and we'll hopefully get the same thing tonight.
Awesome. By the way, your beard trim looks fabulous, Greg.
Thanks, Scott. Appreciate that.
You're very welcome. All right, we got. Oh, who's that? That's Craig. That's Craig and Mel. Let's go to Craig and Mel. Craig and Mel, what have you got going on your bait here? Looks like you got a couple more bears coming in.
Yeah, I had a beaver tied up in that tree there that you can see, where the white rope is. But he managed to scale up there. We watched him for about the last 10 minutes here trying to get it, and he finally ripped it off.
Oh shoot! Well, you better jump down, Craig, and go chase after him and get your beaver back.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you got some action going, Craig. I don't want to make too much noise for you guys on that side of things. Who else we got? Corey. What's going on, Corey? What's happening in your bait right now?
Well, I've got one little bear down there right now. I've had 2 others, and I can hear a lot of crashing going around, so I'm thinking a boar's chasing. Hopefully he'll come in. This one's my beaver, so I'm having some tough time getting at it because I got it in the right now. I don't know if you can see him down there.
Corey, you know what? I bet you'd be able to sell a beaver to Craig and Melanie McCarthy right now because they just got theirs stolen by a bear. So if you guys can cut a deal or something.
For sure.
All right. So, couple more things I want to hit on, guys, really quick before we look at jumping to a break here fairly soon. I want to thank our sponsors of Bearzone Live. We have Sylvain from Pro Expedition, makes some of the best attractants, best bait out there for bears and moose and elk. We have Portable Winch Company, who has just come on as a sponsor, and you'll be seeing some of their stuff coming up here in the next couple of episodes. You know, this is something that if you're in the woods, if you're out cutting wood for yourself, or you're at camp, or you need to pull a moose or a massive bear out of the trees, these portable winches are absolutely awesome. I've had one for years. It works flawlessly every time. And then, of course, we have Rhino Skin, which is it's the bug-proof clothing of the century. And, thermocells are all fine and good, but if you wear this clothing, it keeps the bugs off you, and you don't have to have that stinky chemical smell when you're sitting in the trees. So thank you all for working with us in this in Bearzone Live and sponsoring the show. We got a tip, Lloyd, coming up here, I think. Are you ready to throw to that?
I think we are, yeah. As just a quick little promotion that we're on again on Friday night, and we're on again on Sunday night. Yeah, we do. And actually, our host for Sunday night, Gunther Tondelier from Wizard Lake Outfitting, this tip is from Gunther. And in this, he explains the possible consequences of getting a marginal shot on a bear and why a perfect shot is critical. So we'll check out this tip from Gunther, and we'll take a little break, and we will be right back.
So we had Bryce shoot a bear last night. Unfortunately, something didn't go right. The arrow didn't get enough penetration, kicked up, whatever. But it is absolutely critical with these bears that you get a perfect hit on them for several reasons. Unlike a deer hunt, they've got a thick coat which soaks up a lot of blood, so typically you don't have much of a blood trail to follow. Secondly, you also, all the bush is pretty much the same in 360 degrees. You don't have a logical trail to follow or a bedding area where you know the deer might bed down. These bears can go in any direction, so without a trail or a blood trail to follow, it's really tough. So a lot of times I see an arrow that's marginal. You know it's going to kill the bear, but in these situations, we need to kill him within 100 yards. It's got to be a 10-ring shot that blows through both lungs, in and out, leaves a good blood trail, and typically that bear will go less than 50 yards and pile up. Oftentimes you see those shots that are 3, 4, 5 inches off the bullseye and maybe at a slightly different angle. It's promising to see it back on the video, but those marginal shots can give a bear a little extra time to breathe, a little extra time to live. And often what happens with bears, they're very territorial with each other. They'll get hurt and their instinct is to get out of that territory, so they'll keep walking. To leave them overnight and lay and die in their bed, they got to be hurt pretty bad to stop walking and lay down close by. Typically they'll just keep moving. So if you have a marginal shot that's leaving no blood trail and you got no logical trails to follow, unfortunately more than 9 times out of 10 we don't find those bears that make it past 200 yards from the bait. It's critical that they get hit right and they drop fast.
You're watching Pro Expeditions Bearzone Live. Brought to you by Portable Winch Co. and Rhino Skin.
Because it works. Get yours today at proexpedition.com.
You need power to pull your big game, pull some logs, pull your ATV, pull stuff at the cottage, or pull yourself out of trouble. You just need one portable winch. With it, you'll have true power in your hands. Portable winch. It's simple, it's strong, it's efficient. Don't wait any longer. Get yourself a portable winch.
The best hunting shows in the world are right at your fingertips when you subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app. We're hunters too, and you'll find all of our favorite shows on the app. Watch whatever you want, whenever you want. Commercial free, on your phone, on your computer, or on your TV. Here's a special offer just for you Wild TV viewers. Scan the QR code to get $10 off your annual subscription, or go to wildtvplus.ca and enter code WILDCHANNEL. Pull the trigger today. Subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app.
Tired of getting bit? Protect yourself from harmful insect bites and the diseases they often carry, like Lyme disease and Zika. With Rhino Skin Total. Rhino Skin Total is a chemical-free, breathable, and lightweight undergarment that protects you from biting insects. Rhino Skin Total, chemical-free insect protection clothing.
Welcome back to Bearzone Live, and we'll head right back to Scott Stirling right now.
All right, welcome back to Bearzone Live, guys, and so I want to jump back over to Cari. Cari, are you still with us?
I
see you
am.
there. So, how did you get that monster back to camp?
So that was the exciting. So basically, I told you how it happened, right? And then
Yes.
that was about right before dark. So we had to hurry and take those pictures right about 10:30, and it got dark. And then the work began. We had to skin them because we had to obviously do that. So we skinned them, and that took till about 3 a.m. And then it was obviously too dark. We had our headlamps, and we knew we couldn't go out because the terrain, and we had to go clear, another 4 hours. So there's no way. So we had to just literally hunker under the willows and wait for it to get light, which thankfully I had all my apparel, literally every layer that I created, from base layers to grid fleece to my hybrids to my insulated to even my waterproof insulated pants on. And it was cold, but with that and with my layers, it was perfect. So we just sat there and waited, and then kind of slept, but there was so many bears around and noises that I didn't really sleep. So
Yeah,
anyways,
I don't think I would have slept much either.
and I even said something. I said to my guide that was with us, I said, "Did you hear that?" And he's like, "Oh, Cari, you just killed the biggest bear, so you don't have to worry. There's nothing else that's going to come." And so the next morning, we literally packed everything up on our backpacks, and then we hiked out till we could get out to the flat. And it just took all day. So it was a great experience, and the bear was well worth it. And I'm going to mount it similar to that one.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's an absolutely amazing hunt, and congratulations again, Cari and Leo. What a great experience. That's actually on my bucket list, is to harvest a big grizz with a bow. So I think I'm going to have to do that in the next few years before I get, well, I think they say older and wiser, because I'm thinking that hunting a grizz with a bow is probably not the smartest thing for me to do, but we're going to give it a shot anyways.
I think that's a great goal. Mine is I want to get a black bear, and I'm watching this on TV and watching everybody out there, and I don't have one. So someday I'm going to make that happen too.
Well, I think we know some folks up here, Cari, that we might be able to help you with that. All right, so what have we got? Let's go for a little round here. Let's go to Corey real quick. Corey, how's it going out there?
Still got this little bear on the beat now. I heard another big crash. I'm pretty sure there's a boar, but he's just not coming in.
All right,
If he's
we'll be watching for you, buddy.
Yeah, thanks.
And Greg, let's go to Greg. Greg, how you doing over there?
Doing good. No bears on the bait. Snack time for me. Little bear paw.
Sounds like it's Oreo time. Is that karma, Greg?
Oh man.
All right, let's jump over to.
This is such a.
Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm in just Alberta actually. I'm not in Saskatchewan, so it's nice to explore new territory all the time. And 2 weeks ago, I was with the boys in northern Saskatchewan, and weekend we spent 3 days in the stand. We saw 22 different bears in a very short amount of time, and super praised, they for their opportunities that they had and may have had. They held off. We just heard about how important it was to make a good shot. And you're going to see in one of our shows next year how Caleb really held off on a great bear because he didn't have a perfect shot. And I was super proud of him. And plus they passed up some bears because it wasn't the right one for them. And that's one of the things that I've taught and that I go by is what's the right bear? Well, it's the right bear for you when you're hunting. And that's where I'm at. I wait for that moment. And hopefully that happens tonight in the next little bit here. And if not, maybe tomorrow or the next day. But it's awesome being here. We've got another beautiful night coming up ahead here. So looking forward to seeing what comes in to visit us.
All right. Awesome. Good luck, Greg. We'll come back to you in a little bit here. Craig and Mel, what have you guys got going on out there? I saw Craig waving at the camera.
We have another bear that just came into the bait here. Looks a little bigger than the last one, but he's
snooping for the beaver.
Yeah, he's looking for the beaver that the other guy stole.
Hey, I heard Corey's got some extra beavers that he's got for sale. So if you want to buy one, he'll be able to help you out. He'll get you hooked up.
Yeah.
We'll have to make a deal. We're just hoping, or I'm just hoping that the sow and 3 cubs doesn't come back. Monday night we were in here, and sow and 3 cubs came in, and the 3 cubs ran up the tree beside us, and that was about all my ticker could handle.
It makes for an interesting and a fun night watching those little footballs running around.
Yeah.
But it is a little unnerving when they're sitting beside you or above you, and Mama comes up the tree to say, "Hey, get away from my kids."
Yes, correct. Thank goodness there was a. Oh, go ahead, Scott.
Oh, I was just going to say this is actually a pretty good little teaching moment too. Because baiting bears, some people think it's, not so great. Some people think it's great. And one of the things that it allows to do is it allows people to actually judge not only the size of the bear, but the sex of the bear. If you have a sow come in, she could be big, she could be small, but she could have cubs. So the bait, as long as you're sitting, you watch and you're waiting, and you guys make sure that there's no cubs, that it just gives the ability to judge the animal and judge the situation, so no
Correct.
mistakes can be made, right? So now you guys have an outfitting company, as well as the television show North Mountain Adventures. I think it's by the same name, isn't it?
It does, yeah. Easy to recognize, and I like things simple. It's the same, and we've been super fortunate to have a good year outfitting this spring, and now get to switch gears and do it ourselves and get it ourselves. So it's I'm a fan of the baited hunt. I know, like you said, Scott, it's good conservation hunting. You can take the time to judge what you're doing and take your animal, and the bait hunting allows you to do that. Definitely brings up some good conversations in the outdoor world, I believe.
That it does. That it does.
Yes.
All right. Let's see. Well, we're watching all these feeds, guys. We're seeing if anybody's got any good bears coming in. I think we're gonna pop over to Sylvain. Speaking of bear bait, he is our bear bait attractant master, and looks like his phone may have got eaten by a bear. How's it going out there, Sylvain?
There, he's coming back.
There you are.
The time is done, so I have to leave. We see nothing tonight. We have 4 different bears coming every night, but tonight, nothing. Friday.
Well,
so
I hope they read the script.
Sorry?
I hope they read the script for Friday.
Yeah, I hope. And I'm not sure I can talk to you later. I have 25 minutes walk to go back to the truck. So I think I'm gonna leave. Keep the space quiet. So I'll let you go and talk to you if maybe at the end of the show.
Sounds great, Sylvain. Thank you so much for joining us, and have a safe walkout. And we'll talk to you here either later on tonight or on Friday. All right, let's talk about shot placement. Shot placement and where the best place to shoot a bear for a quick and ethical kill. I think we're going to roll a tip here. Lloyd, maybe you can intro that tip for me, because I'm not sure who provided us with this one. But this one is how to arrow a bear for a quick kill. So shot placement is very, very important on a bear.
Okay. Well, you know what? We are going to do that. But before we do that, I'm just going to talk about this great contest that we have going on with Sylvain, who we just talked to and who just had to leave us. But with Pro Expedition, we partnered with our title sponsor for an amazing giveaway. We're giving away a bear hunt kit prize that's valued at $750. And to enter, you go to Pro Expedition. Hang on here. To enter, you go to www.proexpedition.com, and you will find all of the details there. This contest will end on June 16th. And just remember, we never ask for credit cards when we do these kind of things. So we're going to take a look at that tip that you talked about, Scott, how to arrow a bear for a quick kill. So this is, I know I sound a little confused right now, and I could be, because there's a couple things coming at me, but we're going to see if we can get that correct tip. We have a chance here of getting it right 50%. I got 2 tips queued up. We'll see if this is the one that we want to watch right now, and we'll be back shortly.
Okay, so pretty much what I'm going to show you here, right here, this is what I believe in here. So the diaphragm sits a little bit further back on a bear versus on the elk or the deer, where they're a little bit higher. So what we always try to do is, when we're out in the bush hunting the black bear, is we'll punch that diaphragm in the back end at a 45 angle into it as it's quartering away from me and walking right. I found my bears to not go too far with an arrow when you punch through this as it's quartering away. So that's something that you can always keep in mind when you're out there hunting a black bear. Puts them on the ground very quickly, versus trying to, arrow one at this angle. Yes, you could punch it and double lung it and take it down, but if they're quartering away, it gives you that where you can slip it in through the diaphragm, come back out on the front side, and it puts them down on the ground a lot quicker is what I've learned over the time of hunting the black bears. So now it's time to go get in the stand and actually slip one in at a 45-degree angle, quartering away from me, and put it on the ground. Let's see what we can do.
You're watching Pro Expeditions Bearzone Live. Brought to you by Portable Winch Co. and Rhino Skin.
Because it works. Get yours today at proexpedition.com.
You need power to pull your big game, pull some logs, pull your ATV, pull stuff at the cottage, or pull yourself out of trouble. You just need one portable winch. With it, you'll have true power in your hands. Portable winch. It's simple, it's strong, it's efficient. Don't wait any longer. Get yourself a portable winch.
The best hunting shows in the world are right at your fingertips when you subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app. We're hunters too, and you'll find all of our favorite shows on the app. Watch whatever you want, whenever you want. Commercial free, on your phone, on your computer, or on your TV. Here's a special offer just for you Wild TV viewers. Scan the QR code to get $10 off your annual subscription, or go to wildtvplus.ca and enter code WILDCHANNEL. Pull the trigger today. Subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app.
Tired of getting bit? Protect yourself from harmful insect bites and the diseases they often carry, like Lyme disease and Zika. With Rhino Skin Total. Rhino Skin Total is a chemical-free, breathable, and lightweight undergarment that protects you from biting insects. Rhino Skin Total, chemical-free insect protection clothing.
We're back with Bearzone Live. Thanks to Pro Expedition and Sylvain St. Thanks for sponsoring us. Thanks for being around tonight. And we are going to head back into the studio right now to our host, Scott Stirling. Welcome back, Scott.
All right. Well, thanks, Lloyd. Welcome back, everyone, to Bearzone Live. So we've seen a lot of baits running around tonight. We've seen a lot of bears running around. Corey is looking for the blue whale, and I think we did a little bit of filming about the blue whale earlier. Lloyd, do we have that queued up and ready to go quite yet? Or?
Yeah, let me find it here, Scott. We should have it right away.
Perfect.
Here we go.
We can hear Corey's story about the blue whale.
Yeah, here we go.
Corey Cook is joining us from his tree stand. Corey Cook, the man, the myth, the legend. How's it going out there tonight?
It's going pretty good. We just had a major storm come through here, and I sat in my truck for about 45 minutes before I can get into the bait. Now I've got a little bit of sun here, so I've taken advantage of it. And I already have a bear down at the bait. It's a small sow, but there's a big one down there, Scott. I know there is. I've been hunting them for the last 7 years, so I've got my lucky arrow.
Well, hopefully he read the script and he'll make an appearance tonight, Corey.
I got my lucky arrow.
Nice.
Yeah,
Tell me about that. Hey, tell me about the big bear. 7 years?
Well, 7 years I've been hunting them. I called them blue whales because I was feeding them these gummy bears, and they were actually blue whales.
Yeah.
But then it got too expensive, and then my wife decided that she put an end to that. So, but I still named them big blue whales. So. He's got a big white V. He's probably a 7 foot plus bear.
That's a good bear.
And he's got a big melon on him, so I'm pretty excited here. I got my lucky arrow. This is the arrow I shot earlier this last month, or actually this month.
Yeah.
And still got the blood on the fletchings. I'm gonna still shoot it.
So, what did you shoot? A squirrel?
No, that was the big bear I shot earlier.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see any big bears you shot earlier.
Okay. All right. I give up. The broadhead is still brand new.
Nice. Good. What kind of broadhead is that?
Sorry, what was that?
What kind of broadhead is that?
Annihilator's the best. The
Perfect.
best broadhead out there.
So you said you were waiting in your truck, Corey, for like 45 minutes while it poured rain. Was there a reason other than the fact that you didn't want to get wet that you did that?
Yeah, I think that was the reason why it came down. I had hail the size of marbles, so that was. She's standing up. There might be another one coming.
You better get ready. This is exciting. This is what Bearzone Live is all about, is being able to learn from the guys that do this, being able to actually see live bears at the bait, live bears running around, and with any luck, over the course of the next 3 episodes, which will be tonight, Friday, and Sunday, we're going to get not just 1, but maybe 2 or 3 really good bears on camera, live, right into your living room. So keep your fingers crossed. I think Corey might actually be the first one to do it here.
Yeah, I'm hoping. I got the girls. I just need the boys now.
And as Scott said, June 10th and 12th, we're back here on Friday and Sunday for an hour. This is a ton of fun. Scott, you having any fun? We'll come back to you right now.
All right. So, one of the things that I find so rewarding about doing shows like this is being able to talk to and being able to be around people who really know their craft. Greg Toogood, obviously. You guys know him from Prairie Pursuit. And Craig and Mel McCarthy, they own a very successful outfitting company, and they make a fantastic show, North Mountain Adventures. We've got Cari and Leo. Cari, of course, is the owner of. I don't want to mess this up. Cari is as Yair.
So like I just say, dare to desire, try a Zyre will make you on fire.
Perfect. So whenever I need to say the name of it, I'm just going to get you to say that whole saying again.
Okay, I'll do it.
How long have you had a Zyre?
I just launched January of 2020. So I've been building it prior to that 4 years. So I built it because I love to sheep hunt on the mountains and living on the mountains so much, and then hunting everywhere else from North America. And I hunt a lot into Canada every year, Yukon and BC, and then I even hunt in Mexico. So I built it because women needed that fit and the function and the durability. So that's why I built it and launched, and here I am. And I just did some shows this year.
Oh, that's awesome. What's the website that people can go check this out at, Cari?
So it's Azyre, AZYRE gear.com. And
Right.
It tells my story and it shows what I've done. And I actually don't post everything because I just haven't. I've hunted for so many years, but
Yep.
it definitely fits, and the connection with women, and we talk hunting, and I do lots of events and go to events and encourage and empower women to hunt and get familiar with, going out there with their loved ones or by themselves, whatever they choose to do so.
Awesome. That is a very, very cool story. And it, then the thing about doing any type of business is that if you're passionate about it, you'll succeed. And it really does show in all that you do. So azyregear.com, AZYRE gear.com. Go check it out for your lady in your life, and she'll love you for it. So we're gonna go to Craig McCarthy and Mel McCarthy from North Mountain Adventures. Hey guys, how's it going out there?
Oh, it's going. Just fighting back there over that deer that they stole, and we're just waiting on the big guy to show up that we've had on camera.
Craig, I need your postal code.
My postal code?
Well, I did the deal for your next beaver, so I'm gonna get it shipped to you overnight. It'll be at your bait tomorrow.
Oh, perfect. ROL 1KO.
There's a bear coming in.
And we got a bear coming in here.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be quiet. Guys, check this out. This could be the big one. So it's hard to tell from the little screen I'm looking at, Craig. Is that doesn't look like a shooter to me, but I could be looking at it wrong.
He's gonna survive this day. He needs a year or two.
He's got a nice coat on him, though, hey?
Yeah, he does actually. He's got a white patch on his chest too.
All right. Well, now that we know that you're not going to harvest this fella, Craig, what's the one tip if you had to give a bear hunter, a new bear hunter, an old bear hunter? What's the one tip and trick that you would tell them?
Secrets, eh? I guess.
Yeah.
I just started using actually rendered pork fat. Put in a barrel, so you fill a barrel up, ship it to the tree, and it kind of acts as a really good filler because it doesn't get real liquidy, and it stays in the barrel. So they literally have to scoop it up.
Rendered pork fat, eh?
Whatever else. So
I think we lost Craig. Oh, there he is. He's kind of back. We're having a little connection problem with you, Craig. So we're going to come back to you. Greg Toogood. Greg, how's it going up there?
Scott. We picked that hour. We got nothing on the bait, but that's okay. That's just the way it is.
All right. Well, you're up for Greg Toogood's tip of the day for bear hunting. If you had to tell a hunter one thing to succeed or get better at bear hunting, what would it be, Greg?
Well, like I teach my boys is how does it feel for you? And like I said before, we've always hunted for that moment and animal, to get that biggest bear. And that doesn't necessarily always happen. We've seen it with Jacob on his first bear that he got, and which turned out to be a fabulous bear. It was a 20-inch boar on his first night of hunting ever. He set the bar pretty high. You saw it in Caleb last year. And you saw it in Caleb last when he shot his first bear ever. That just happened to be on live TV. And he was so happy. Jacobs, but it was his first, and that was his moment.
Yeah.
My best advice.
We were some kind of proud of him. He was
Hunt
the
for the
rock
moment.
star from last year. Hunt for the moment. That's
Yeah.
very good advice, Greg. Very good advice. So we got rendered pork fat, hunt for the moment, and Corey. Is Corey still on with us? I think Corey might have disappeared. Corey, are you there?
I don't think Corey's here.
So he's probably got that blue whale coming in, and he doesn't want to scare him away with me talking to him. So he hung up the phone. All right, guys. Well, I think we're getting close to the end of this episode. It's been a great episode here. We've had a fair amount of action, not a ton of it tonight, but we're kind of messing around with storms here in northern Alberta. Corey, of course, sat in his truck for 45 minutes till the hail stopped. But I think we've got a tip that's teed up, Lloyd, that is
We do.
About bear bait, the myth about rotten bear bait. And there's two different schools of thought to this one, but let's let the clip roll, and maybe we can see what everybody else thinks about it.
All right, and as we do that, just a reminder that you can pick up the Wild TV app if you love hunting. Get Wild. It's only $4.99 a month, or you can pick it up for $39.99 a year. And you know what? You will have literally thousands of episodes of amazing hunting television. It is, programming made by hunters for hardcore hunters. And pick it up at your app store, Google Play, wherever you get your apps. So yeah, back to that tip, Scott. There's a myth about bear bait. And in this case, Blaine Anthony, the bear whisperer, exposes a myth about what types of bait bears will eat. And if there's a little tip on that, I guess it is that they do not like rotten food.
Let's go over the bait itself a little bit. Now, when you're baiting or you're watching a guide bait, bears eat maggots. But what they do not like is they do not like steak spoiled with maggots all over it. That is nasty. It's nasty to you, and it's nasty to the bear. Think of a bear's digestive system and the way he eats very similar to yours. If there's donuts down there, which he absolutely loves, been devouring all season, all of a sudden you start putting green donuts down there that have been spoiled, outdated, nasty, smells horrible. The bears don't want them anymore. These really aren't the junk animals people think they are. They don't want spoiled food. They don't want spoiled meat. They don't want spoiled bread. They don't want spoiled anything. So make sure the bait you're using, make sure the bait the guide's using is fresh. If he insists on bringing in moldy bread, run to the store. I don't care how far you got to go, and buy some fresh packs of donuts. Buy a blueberry pie. Buy something that looks delicious to you, and the bear will find it delicious. It will absolutely increase your success rate. No doubt about it. Bear's not going to come in and eat moldy food unless that's like last resort.
You're watching Pro Expeditions Bearzone Live. Brought to you by Portable Winch Co. and Rhino Skin.
Because it works. Get yours today at proexpedition.com.
You need power to pull your big game, pull some logs, pull your ATV, pull stuff at the cottage, or pull yourself out of trouble. You just need one portable winch. With it, you'll have true power in your hands. Portable winch. It's simple, it's strong, it's efficient. Don't wait any longer. Get yourself a portable winch.
The best hunting shows in the world are right at your fingertips when you subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app. We're hunters too, and you'll find all of our favorite shows on the app. Watch whatever you want, whenever you want. Commercial free, on your phone, on your computer, or on your TV. Here's a special offer just for you Wild TV viewers. Scan the QR code to get $10 off your annual subscription, or go to wildtvplus.ca and enter code WILDCHANNEL. Pull the trigger today. Subscribe to the Wild TV Canada app.
Tired of getting bit? Protect yourself from harmful insect bites and the diseases they often carry, like Lyme disease and Zika. With Rhino Skin Total. Rhino Skin Total is a chemical-free, breathable, and lightweight undergarment that protects you from biting insects. Rhino Skin Total, chemical-free insect protection clothing.
And we are back to Bearzone Live. Thanks for joining us. We've had a great time tonight. We've had some great guests with Leo and Cari Goss from Wyoming, Greg Toogood up in his tree in northern Alberta. We got Craig and Melanie out in Manitoba. And we're going to come back to Scott, who's sitting in his studio right here west of Edmonton. Hi, Scott. Hey, Scott, we're not hearing you. I'm not just sure why, but let's just check that out right now, if we would. Huh. He's just checking on something right now as we speak. Scott, I don't know if there. It sounds like we hear you, Scott. Yes, yes.
You got me back. All right.
We got you back. Welcome back.
Apparently AA batteries didn't last quite as long as they should have. So what I was saying was, the thing that I love about doing shows and working in the outdoor industry is the people that I get to meet. And one such person, is he's an interesting character, and I believe Greg Toogood, a fellow by the name of Scotty Persack. You know Scotty? Is he still with us? There he is.
Yep. Yeah, we do.
He says, Scotty says to say hello. And I think this news just came out. So I wanted to give a shout out to Scott's daughter, Maddie Gray. Maddie has been invited to the National Strongman competition because she crushed her last competition. So she's going to nationals. So Maddie Gray,
right on.
Good luck, kick some butt, and congratulations on your win. So back to everybody else, guys. Thank you all so much for joining us, Craig and Mel. It's a pleasure. Cari, Leo, of course, Sylvain, and everybody else that joined us tonight. Corey, I think maybe Corey got eaten by a bear, but I'm sure we'll catch up with him on Friday or on Sunday. So thank you all for joining us to this episode of Bearzone Live, and we'll see you on Friday.
Thanks, Scott. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day, and we will see you Friday night at 6:30 Mountain, 8:30 Eastern.